making a second attempt. So before moving into crow pose, it's important to prep our bodies to move into crow or to move into any inversion really. It's always important to prep our bodies with a good stretch, doing a little core work. So before we move into it, we are going to begin here laying down on our backs and lifting the feet here and placing our hands on the knees. Begin massaging your lower back by rocking side to side. Maybe taking a few knee circles, a few one way, a few the other. And lifting the feet, moving into happy baby. Spreading the feet past the rib cage and pulling down on your feet as you press your tailbone towards the mat. And begin rocking from side to side here. And drawing the knees together into center, lifting both feet, flexing the feet. So as if you're stamping the bottom of your feet towards the ceiling. And now, reaching your hands as if you're stamping the palms of your hand towards the ceiling. Okay, so we are going to warm up the core here. And taking one deep inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, lift and lower. Lift, tightening the core, lower. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bending the knees, wrapping your hands around the shins, curling up into a ball. And begin rocking back and forth, massaging the spine. And moving into tabletop here, a few rounds of cat-cow. Taking a deep inhale, dip the belly, arch the back. And on the exhale, round it and round the upper back by separating the shoulder blades. This is very important to prepare to go into crow, because when you're in crow pose, one of the keys is to round your upper back. So inhale, dip the belly, arch the back. Exhale, round, really round, navel to spine, squeezing in the core, another major key. Squeezing in the core, rounding the upper back by separating the shoulder blades. And again, inhale. And exhale, round it in. Navel to spine, really squeezing the core, rounding the upper back. 3 more. Inhale. I really want you to focus on the core and your upper back. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Moving off on your own. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Moving back into center. Another key component here, your fingertips. So we're going to shift forward, and as if we shift forward, pressing our finger pads to the mat. And moving back into center. And again, shift forward, prepping the fingers here. And back. Again, shift forward, pressing the finger pads to the mat. So this is another major key. Your finger pads will help your stability when you move into crow pose, okay? So there are a lot of key components here. It's not just one major key that's gonna get you into the pose. There are quite a few, Okay, so it takes quite a few ingredients to make a good soup. Again, shifting forward and back. Forward and back. 2 more, forward and back. Moving forward and take it into center. 2 more cat-cows. Inhale, dip the belly, arch the back. And exhale, round. Inhale, exhale. And moving back into center. Let's work on the wrists a little bit. Taking your right hand and rotating your wrists here. Doing the same on the other side. And turning the hands to the side of the room here. And begin shifting from side to side. And see if you can turn your hands now, your finger pads facing towards you, and take it back and forth gently. Okay, so we're prepping the wrists as well. And moving back into center here. And into Bakasana, well actually moving into downward dog, tucking the toes, straightening the knees, pedaling out your feet, allowing the head to hang heavy. Few more breaths here, downward facing dog, feeling the stretch in the back of your calves, your hamstrings, opening up the shoulders here. And moving back into center, bending the knees, moving into tabletop, tucking the toes, and moving into Bakasana. You want to widen your stance a bit when moving into Bakasana, placing your elbows on the inside of both knees, both hands in heart center, and begin pressing the elbows on the inside of your knees here, opening up the hips. The heart is lifted. Breathe here. And slowly lowering the hands, moving into, primarily before the crow, moving into crow prep. So shorten your stance, both hands in front of you. Remember, your finger pads are pressed on the mat, but we're gonna begin from the toes and work ourselves up. Okay, so here, we begin to tuck the toes and lift the heels. Okay? And lifting your hips, really getting your hips, your booty up towards the ceiling as high as you can. Okay, so we make a mistake sometimes of starting here, okay? Rather, lift your hips. I'm really gonna get this into I'm gonna really be specific, okay? And I feel a little guilty a lot of times in when I teach class. I honestly don't think I spend enough time being specific with demonstrating crow and cueing the inversion because we're always pressed for time. So really I want to be specific here. So you can always go back, watch this video as many times as you want, and with patience and consistency you will get it. And in a short period of time, I promise. So again, starting from the bottom, working ourselves to the top. Tucking the toes, lifting the heels, lifting the hips and the booty. Shifting forward and begin placing your knees high on your triceps. If you can get them underneath your armpits, that's even better. Okay, so the higher, the better. Engaging the core, navel to spine, rounding the upper back, remembering the cat-cows, okay? And begin to shift back and forth. And here, lifting one foot and lowering, and maybe lifting the other foot and lowering. And just continue rocking back and forth. Now, the position of your head, do not look all the way down because that will throw off your balance. Do not look all the way up. Keep it centered, so you're looking towards down, but towards center, if that makes any sense. Okay, so you shift forward, do not look all the way down or up. Finger pads pressed to the mat and begin to tilt until you find your balance, lifting your feet. If this is too much for you, because it is challenging in the beginning, you can always, before moving into crow pose, you can practice moving into tripod instead. I actually found that tripod was a lot easier to move into excuse me, then crow pose. And then eventually I went into crow pose. But if you find this so challenging that you're going to be frustrated and give up, don't. Instead of moving into crow, pressing the fingertips, pads, tightening your core, rounding the upper back, tiptoeing, and lowering your head to the mat and lifting your feet. Okay, I found this much easier to work with in the beginning before I was actually able to move into crow. Okay, so once again, tuck the toes, lift the heels really high, lifting your booty, your hips, tightening the core, navel to spine, rounding the upper back, finger pads are pressed, and lift the feet. I hope this helped. I think I got really specific, but enjoy. It's a wonderful inversion to move into for me, from my experience. Moving into inversions, learning inversions, really allowed me to explore and move further into exploring what my physical body can do. And that is big, because it really helps to, really explore your potential. Okay, do not underestimate the human physical body. It does not matter how old you are. I began this practice in 2016, okay? Only 4 years. And I've only been doing inversions for a little over 2 years. And I'm only teaching about 1.5 years. Okay, so I was a late bloomer. It's never too late to start. It takes time, patience, and consistency. Those are really 3 primary keys into getting where you want to be. So enjoy, and I love you guys. Namaste.